Whether you are serving up a fine dining cuisine or as normal moderate restaurant, it is important to make sure that your food must be look as good as it tastes. So this food should be more appealing to the diners who are coming to your restaurant. Therefore, it's a crucial job for chefs to create or to master the essential of food plating. It is their own creativity to enhance and conjure the attractive work of culinary art, to keep up the experimenting work of each dish they are serving on their restaurants. However, there are 5 basic elements of plating. These 5 basic elements should be followed when you are doing a plating. The first element is a creative framework. This framework starts with the drawings and sketches. Before you are going to plate your meal or a particular food, then you have to draw a sketch where it's going to be stated on the plate. So it is giving a visualized idea about how your plate going to be look. So you have to sketch it first. Then you have to do a picture drawing of particular plate. So after these ones, then you can work it on it in an actual plate. Then it is easy for you to understand, and you have to explain your co-workers or the service people how the food should look like. The second point is keep it up very simple. Select the ingredients to focus and use a space to simplify the presentation. If you have a round plate, you have to use all the spaces except the rim, how you can arrange the food. If you are putting a lot of foods on that plate, it's like cluttering will distract the main elements of your dish and confusing for the diners to figure out what the food is on that dish. So therefore, you have to keep it very simple as it when you are doing plating. The third point is balance the dish. Play with the colors, shapes and textures to ensure the diners are not overly think about that food is not appealing. So you have to put colors, shapes and textures on your plate. The presentation should be never overpower the flavor and the function of the particular dish. When you are doing, you have to be balanced, right? And the fourth one, the right portion or the size. Ensure that there's a right amount of ingredient you are using for creating that particular plate. If your ingredients are more than your actual number, then it will confusing to production. That's why the plate complement the dish is not too big or not too small. So you have to have a moderate size and strike the right proportion of protein, carbohydrate and vegetable on the plate to create naturally balanced meal. If you are putting something different than the actual, it won't give the right portion for that particular dish, and the weighing also going to be different than your actual amount. The fifth point is highlight the key ingredient. You have to ensure the main ingredient stands out from the rest of it. But also you have to pay an equal attention to other elements such as the garnish, sauces, and even though the plate you are doing the plating, which kind of or which shape of plate or which color of plate, this also have to be considered when you are doing this highlight of the key ingredient things. So if you are consider all this, you have to consider when you are doing the basic food placement, the food should be placed in a round tray or square tray. You have to consider like a wall clock. So it is a simple guide to classical plating. Is it to think the plate as a face of a clock? You can have like starch, vegetables and main food in the particular plate where you are going to place it. Say example, if you can put the main dish or main product between 9 to 3 o'clock. So you can place it the bottom part of the dish. If you have a starch, you can place it between 9 to 11 o'clock. So another quarter of the dish going to be the starch. So if you have a vegetables, you have to put between 11 to 3 o'clock. So a quarter of the dish goes for the vegetable. Same as like that, you can do the plating, and when you are drawing also you can do same kind of drawing. So this kind of plating is always good for Western dishes. However, it's come to an Asian dish. The Asian dishes are very unique in look and style, and sometimes they are eating with chopsticks. So it is a different way they have to plate it. Sometimes they are plate it on a sizzling plate, or sometimes they have to bring it in a small tray, or all the side dishes must be come in a side plate. That is a different way of plating. That's not considered as a normal plating. So you can go to a Chinese, Indian or other continental or Asian dishes. They will come in a different shapes and a different size of plates. And finally, we will come as a conclusion. The meal should be presented on a plate. You have to have an appealing effect to the customers or diners to do the eye-catching first, then they have to have a good appetite. So other words we can say, the meal should be very appealing. Then don't overcrowd your food on the plate. The food should have a right components or right size on the plate. And the third one, mix with different colors, shapes and components. If you put in a different colors and shapes, it is more appealing. You know that everything should be good appeal for diner before they eat. So finally you have to have a different shapes also, like main dish and vegetables or the sauce. You have to put in a different shape on the plate to look more appealing. So as a plating expert, you must know all these things. However, your individual creativity must play a big role when you are doing a plating. Thank you.